with the Islamic State threats against football grounds where Arsenal and Manchester City are playing later this evening. A media outlet supporting the Islamic State group issued a threat to the grounds that are hosting the 4 Champions League quarter-finals both tonight and tomorrow. European football's governing body UEFA says all four games will, however, still go ahead. Well, I'm joined now by GBNews' home and security editor, Mark White. Mark, welcome to the show. So, Mark, Islamic State, we are well used to them targeting Christmas markets. And, of course, we saw in the tragic Moscow concert. But football, this is something very new. How credible are these threats?
Well, it's something certainly that the authorities are taking seriously. They can't afford not to. Of course, Islamic State, ISIS, ISIL, however you want to refer to them, are very adept at propaganda, of making threats and never carrying through with those threats. But also they are responsible for instigating a number of terrorist attacks and also inspiring terrorist attacks across the globe. The terrorist organisation itself, you'll remember, was very prominent from about 2015 onwards, carried out multiple attacks and inspired multiple attacks in Europe, in France, in Belgium, Germany, in the UK, especially around 2017. And it's been largely dismantled in the likes of Syria because of efforts by coalition forces there. But it's still there, and what it's never lost is the ability to continue pumping out the propaganda and inspiring others to carry out attacks. And one of the reasons the authorities will be taking this very seriously is, you'll remember, just last year, in October of last year, 2 Swedish football fans at an international in Brussels were shot dead in an Islamist attack. Sporting venues we know have been targeted in the past. If we think back to the Islamic State and that attack on Paris in 2015 at multiple locations around Paris, one of the locations was the Stade de France, a stadium which was hosting an international football tournament. 3 suicide bombers tried to gain entry to that stadium. Thankfully, they could not get inside and detonated their devices outside. So it's a very serious threat. And the French Interior Minister, Gérald Darmanin, has said today that France is upping its security. His counterpart in Spain, of course, where they are hosting matches tonight with that Manchester City Real Madrid match tonight, and then again tomorrow with Atletico Madrid and that team as well that's taking place there. That match as well will get extra policing according to the Spanish authorities. And then as far as the UK is concerned, well, we've had a statement now from Scotland Yard, from the Metropolitan Police, confirming that there will be robust policing measures in place for the match at the Emirates Stadium involving Manchester City and Bayern Munich. That particular match this evening will, of course, have enhanced policing operations that are visible. But what the police are telling us is that there will be extra security behind the scenes as well, liaising with the security services as they always do on such occasions. Any events in crowded places, Martin, are always a potential heightened risk. So police out in force, along with their security service counterparts in London, in Madrid and in Paris over the next 2 days.
Superb. Great summary there, Mark White. Thank you as ever.